welcome to A Self-Defence. It's February, so hopefully you've still got your New Year goals of wanting to learn something, keep fit, look after yourself. I know I am. So today's video, we're going to do self-defence. You'll need a partner to practice on. I have my son Marley. Doesn't matter if the partner is smaller, bigger than you, anything is better than nothing. So we're going to do self-defence techniques. So it's a lot of wrist grabs, collar grabs and stuff like that from different positions. We'll try and get through a few of the basic ones and show you some different combinations of each. You don't need to know these if you are planning on grading with me to be a black belt in Black Dragon Kempo. But obviously, as you get higher up in the dans, or if you're training other types of martial arts, you'll need to know stuff like this. Same with the one-step videos that I do. You'll not need to know those for your black belt grading video, but it's still good stuff to learn, and it's all about self-defense, and it's what I teach in all of my classes, getting out of situations, so it's good to know. For more information about becoming a black belt with Black Dragon Kempo and with myself and my master, then just go on the website. Right, let's go. So the first one is going to be a single wrist grab coming from the same side. If you grab my wrist there, Marley. So it's coming from the same side, so it's not coming across, it's not grabbing me this way with his opposite arm. There's a different technique for that one. So this is just basics. Okay, so if you can see that here, he's grabbing my wrist there nice and tight, and in any of these techniques it doesn't matter how hard your partner grabs you, within reason. It's designed for you to get out. So if you're up against somebody that's really stronger than you in real life situation, these techniques will help you to get out of them, okay, even if you haven't got enough strength. So there's loads of things we can do in this one. First of all, we need to remember that the weakest part of the grip is between where their thumb and fingers meet, or if they don't meet on your wrist, then obviously there's going to be a gap. So that's the weakest part. So even if their thumb and fingers meet, it's still the weakest part of the grip. So you're going to get out that way. Okay. So what we can do is, first of all, we need to get into a good stance. The stances are the first things that we teach for beginners. So you need to put one foot in front of the other. Doesn't matter which one, whichever is comfortable. That's your first thing that you do. Obviously, all of this technique is going to happen within a split second. So I'm just breaking it down. And next thing you can do is shout for help. And at the same time, you can do a distraction technique. So you can either pull them into you an elbow and shout help, or headbutt. Okay, something that they're not going to be expecting. I mean, they're going to be expecting you to pull, okay? So that's fair enough. But if you shout help and then come with the fist here, as you're pulling, yeah, you're getting you're getting more strength because you're pulling towards you and you're striking, okay, better than just striking. So you can do that. You can stamp on the foot, shout help, help. You can knee to the groin, man or woman. At the same time as shouting help, shout as loud as you can. It will distract them and it may loosen this grip. So, help! Straight away. They may loosen the grip, that might work. 9 times out of 10, that'll work. If not, you go on to the next. So again, just think of things to do to distract. I would only try this once, so if you try it once and it doesn't work, then go on to this technique. So always think, get into a stance, so you're more stable, stamp on the foot, knee, strike, and shout help at the same time, okay? You don't want to do this either or one and then the other, because you're losing time here. The more time you're in this position, the more vulnerable you are. Remember, they've got a free hand. That free hand could have a knife. So you need to do this quickly. Right, ready, Marley? So so just remember to do those techniques first. We can flip our hand over. So you grab really tight, Marley. Flip our hand over so that the weakest point of this grip is facing upwards, and then all I'm going to do is lean into them. Okay, they're not going to be expecting that, so you have to do it fast. Lean in and then weight back and pull. Okay, that's the easiest thing to do. Remember that they're going to be expecting you to just pull away. Okay, so if you go with them and then come back quickly, it's going to work. Always remember to come out where this weakest part of the grip is. So you may have to turn your hand upwards. Okay, just flip your wrist upwards. Yeah, and then do the technique. So you can do that in different directions. You can go left and right. Hold on really nice and hard, Moles. And you can go the opposite way, coming that way, and then pulling back. Okay, so use physics. Use common sense. Another one. So the one I teach, the basic one that I teach to beginners is the leaning forward and then flipping out this way, okay? Also helps if you open your hand, okay, and then you can just go in and out even quicker. You can do it where you open your hand and then take your hand to your opposite shoulder. Yeah, that easy. You can take it in a number of directions. You can just circle your wrist out actually. That's another one. So hold really tight there, Miles. Really tight as hard as you can. Open up your hand, circle, and you're out. It is so easy. Just play around and practice and use the ones that you feel more comfortable with. Right, more advanced ones. Same side wrist grab. These are more advanced. So you're going to take your other hand. You've got a free hand. You're going to take it underneath for this first one. So you're grabbing their thumb, where their thumb, meaty part of their thumb is, and you're just going to twist it off. Yeah, get them into a nice wrist lock, and then you can finish with more advanced techniques. Another one, just to make sure you can see this. So grab really tight, Marley. In fact, I'll show you that one again. So you're just grabbing underneath. Obviously, I've got into a stance first. I've shouted and attacked. That's not worked. So I need to quickly reach under, grab the thumb, and then twist. Yeah. I'll do another video on wrist locks a little bit later, so you can get the hang of what happens to people's wrists and if you're not sure about wrist locks. And another advanced one. Same thing, you can grab their hand, but this time instead of coming underneath, you can go from the top. And what you want here is your thumb to go in the same direction as their fingers. So my thumb is on top. It doesn't need to be on top of their fingers, it needs to be on the back of their hand, but it needs to be pointing in the same direction their fingers is pointing. And there's a reason for that. So once you grab the hand, you just twist it off as you did before. And at the same time that you're twisting, this is actually a wrist lock, you push back on your thumb. Yeah, so it's pushing their hand back, okay, and then you can apply your other hand when it's off, push that hand back even more, and this position is an arm bar, okay? So we'll do that one again. Nice and tight, Miles. So this time we're going over the top, thumb going the same way as their fingers, press back on the back of the hand, twist off, it's just peeling off, like peeling an orange, and then press back. Make sure you're pressing back their hand towards them so that they're in pain. If they're not in pain, at this point, they're just going to get out of it and they're going to retaliate. So you just need to twist. Keep turning, keep turning, keep turning. You can do an arm bar all the way to the floor, but I'll not do that on Marley. So you've got different techniques there, four or five different ones for a same side wrist grab. So what if they grab you with the opposite hand? Okay. Still, I'm thinking the weakest part of the grip here is where his thumb and fingers would meet, or there's a gap. That's still the weakest part of the grip. But because it's on the other side of my hand now, be harder for me to apply that strength in this position, because before my hand was this way and my arm bends like that easily. This time it's not as easy to, you need more strength. So you might not be able to get out that way. You might be able to grab nice and strong, Miles. Okay, you might be able to apply the same technique, open hand out and that way, or yeah, grab it nice and tight, open hand, I'll go up to my same shoulder this time. Yeah, could still do it. Or open hand, go that way and then come back. Yeah, might still work, might not, because you're in a different position. So what I teach beginners for this, a cross wrist grab. Okay, thinking again of peeling them off. So you can, again, with the thumb down, same way facing their fingers. Okay, peel them off, just twist it off. They will not be able to resist this no matter how strong it is. If you twist this wrist, okay, it will come off, and then here I have what's called a reverse wrist lock. Notice that I've got his arm bent back straight away, that you need to keep that. It's not going to work like this, you need to keep it back. Apply the other hand if you want, take them to the floor. Another one. Nice and strong, Marley, thank you. So this time I've gone on top, you can go underneath, but if you're going underneath, you have to go right underneath this one and grab his little side of the hand where the little finger is. And again, because you've grabbed, you've got to keep hold of me, Miles. Keep hold nice and tight. So because you've grabbed under here, you've got more torque to peel that off. So it's easily peel it off. And here we can go into a rear wrist lock. Okay, so that's wrist. It's actually a twist lock. So it's, instead of locking the wrist this way, you're actually twisting it, but it's going up. It's a rear twist lock. Very good. Yeah. Well, I'll have to do an advanced finishing video another time, because there's some good stuff that we can do to finish. But for now, that's your single. Oh, there's one more. Sorry, cross wrist grab. Here we go. Yeah, so opposite wrist grab, a cross wrist grab. So, okay, maybe you don't feel comfortable doing those techniques. Another great one is open your hand out so that your palm is facing the floor. You need to circle your hand inwards. Grab their wrists at the same time. Okay, you need to keep holding mine at the same time, Laws, alright? So we've both got each other's wrists. What I'm going to do now is pull my opponent towards me, because they're not going to be expecting that, but also that straightens their arm so that I can do a palm heel strike there to break the elbow. Now, if they've let go, doesn't matter, you're free, but if not, that's going to break their elbow. So again, nice and strong. So you circle, palm facing the floor, circle, grab the wrist, palm strike there, breaks the elbow. It will also send him that way, so you can finish, punch the ribs if you need to. Remember to only apply as much force as needed. Right, so there's a few different ones there for the cross one. Make sure you get these techniques, you practice with both hands, okay? Next one, double wrist grab. So you've got both your wrists locked here. Okay, one foot in front of the other, nice stance. Again, strike and distract technique. We're very limited now with our hands for distraction, so we're going to have to go with the feet. So it's knee here, or kick, or stomp on the toe. Help! Get free, okay? Shouting help will not only distract him, it will scare them, because if there's people around, they'll think, right, there's going to be somebody who heard that. Or if somebody did hear that, they can come and help you. So there's lots of different reasons why we need to shout. So always do that when you're practicing each technique. Right, double wrist grab, nice and tight, Moles. Again, loads of different things we can do here. So practice each one and go with which one is more comfortable. You don't need to know 10 different techniques for each one. Just practice whichever ones you feel comfortable with and practice that for years and years. Remember, it's better to know one thing, to do one thing 1,000 times than to do 1,000 things one time. Yeah, somebody famous said that. Probably Bruce Lee, I don't know. Right, let's go. First thing we're going to do, what's the easiest thing to do? I think the easiest thing to do is just to send their hands upwards and smash the back of their palms together. Okay, because they're not going to be expecting that. It's all about, you know, what they're going to be expecting is going to be this. So if you quickly, BAM! Smash the hands, back of the hands together, it will hurt. If you do it on yourself hard enough, it hurts. That will release you. So again, do your distraction technique. I'll go for the headbutt. Oh, smash! And you run away. Okay, you don't stay to fight. You get out of there. Go call for help. Go call the police. Incidentally, by the way, if you're getting grabbed, they may be after something. For example, your phone, your wallet, or some other item that you have. Give it to them. Don't do any of this. Give them what they want. It's safer. We don't want to get into an altercation. You know, you could be in danger, and if somebody's wanting something, give it to them. Okay, this is last resort stuff. This is, you know, back against the wall. You've got nowhere to run. You know, if you can, run away before they even get you, but you might be too late. Right, next one. Double wrist grab. Distraction technique. Stamp on your foot and shout, help! What we're going to do for this one is clap our hands together. What this does is it brings our hands together very quickly, because if we put our hands together here, they might try and stop us. So we need to do it fast. So the only way that you can do it fast is if you're clapping, because your hands move fast. So clap your hands together. Then you're going to clasp your hands together in this position with your fingers interlocked, or you can grasp them together in this position, but I think it is better you have more resistance with your fingers locked, but whichever is more comfortable. Okay, and then at that point you're pulling your hands free. The reason why we've got our hands together is because you get more strength from using both hands together, yeah, and just pull them up to one side, right or left. Okay, don't pull them up straight forward, because that could, with their strength, trying to resist, you could hurt yourself, yeah. Boing. So we're using both our hands together to pull, yeah. Again. Let's go. So, normal speed is that fast, okay? But breaking it down, clap, grab, pull to the side, run away. Right, another one. Double wrist grab. Again, thinking about hands, opening your hands, circling out, just getting out like that. Just play around with stuff, guys. Go on. Nice and tight, Marley. Try and really stop me from getting out. Yeah? So opening my hands, circling out, okay? Remember the weakest part of the grip. If you circle enough, you know, you can really circle around their hands, they can get out, but you need to be fast, okay? What's the next one? Should we do a collar grab or a choke? Single collar grab then. Come on, me. Single collar grab or single choke, you can do the same technique for both. So what we're going to do, we're going to distract and get into a stance, as always. So we've done that. What I'm going to do is put both of my hands on top of their one hand. So already I'm at advantage, yeah? Obviously, what they're thinking is I'm going to try and get off like this, which is fair enough. I would try that. But I'm going to go with what they're not thinking. So they're not thinking I'm going to go to the floor. So I'm going to go to the floor and drop down, okay? Obviously, they're not going to come with you, yeah, unless they want to be on the floor. But you could drop down. Try and drop down to a crouch so that you're not vulnerable on the floor. But yeah, that's a risky one. So again, but they should get off. Unless they want to go to the floor with you, they should get off. So you're dropping down, both hands, push it down, run away. Yes. Next one. And that works for a choke, and this one will work for a choke, so go for a choke, single choke. Okay, you do your kick and shout, try and get them to release this. Help! If you might not be able to shout in this position, so you can take, let me see, if I take my arm, the same side arm that they have, okay, one hand, again, thumb facing the direction of their fingers on the back of the hand, twist off, and we have a reverse wrist lock. And if they had, okay, if I use my other hand, again, thumb down towards the direction of their fingers, twist off, I have an arm bar. Alright, so play around with these wrist locks. These wrist locks are important for some of the self-defense techniques, but it's not necessary for all of them. You can just use a straight push down move, that will work. Right, double choke or double collar grab. So double choke, same distraction and stance. Kick, knee, shout, stamp on foot, kick the shins. You have got both arms free, so smash the ears. Yeah, that would hurt with the palm heel of your hand. Chop the neck, ridge hand the ears. Whatever you can do, okay? If you feel confident.
Don't hurt.
Right, there's a couple of different things we can do for this one. Again, you can use your hands, take them, your thumb facing the same way as their fingers, peel off, and you have this wrist lock here. And they, if you pull them towards you, they can go to the ground. If you push them away, you can make them go to the ground. But you've got control of this person here, yeah? They're not going to do nothing. You can do anything here. Another one. So you've got coming up in between where their arms are in an X, so your hands are crossed, and then all you've got to do is uncross them. And bring your release there. Again. This is my favourite one. You're going to do a double ridge hand upwards, smashing their elbows. Okay, make sure you use a ridge hand because you're striking bone, so you don't want to hurt yourself. Okay, so it's up with the ridge hand.
They won't let go, obviously.
If they don't let go, you're going to come down with double hammer fist to this elbow on the top of their elbow. Keep holding on, mate. Keep holding on. So it's up with the ridge hand, down with the elbow, and then finish with an elbow if you need, or just punch to the face and get out of there. I like that one, that's my favourite one. Let's do that one again. Double collar grab. So it's up, down, elbow. Another one.
Collar or thingy.
Double collar, double choke, they're all the same. One hand this time goes in between from the top. Take it to the outside, bring the other hand together, and come across. No way they're going to resist that. Again, one. Grab, nice and tight. This hand, doesn't matter which hand, down through the middle, to the outside, pray, you escape. Easy. Okay, in real time speed, it would be a lot faster. Go for it. Excellent. Next one, what we're doing? We've done the up, down, we've done that one. There is another one, I know it is. There's loads. It's coming from here. Done that one. I can't remember, but we've done 3. We've done 1, 2, 3. We've done 4. I want it. Okay. What should we do now? We'll do a rear. Somebody grabs you from behind, wrist grab. So this time it's a little more difficult because you can't see anything. You have no idea who's got you, but we still apply the same stance and distraction. So I'm going to put one foot in front of me, and I'm going to do a back kick this time. It's the only thing I can do. and shout for help. Okay, if that doesn't work, that's fine, keep hold. So I've done my stance, I've done my distract. This time, if it doesn't work, I'm going to turn to face my attacker. And in this example, I am now in a situation where I have a same side wrist grab, so then I'll just apply the same techniques. If you grab me with the other arm, Miles, which is more likely because you're going to grab the same side if you're behind me, I will turn to face you after the distraction if that's not worked, and I've got a cross or opposite wrist grab, so again I do those techniques that I've learnt earlier. Okay, so that's a rear. A double rear might happen. A little bit more advanced. Same thing, you're going to get into a stance and you're going to distract. Help! That hasn't worked. You need to hold on really tight now, Marley. This is going to be a bit difficult because you're smaller than me. But what you would do is take your hands up. I'll just come to your level here. Okay? And with one of your hands you would grab their wrist. Okay? So you have now got one of your hands on one of theirs. If you can see that, so it's difficult. So from rear position, you just bring your arms up. Again, they're not going to be expecting that, so if you do it quick enough, and then from there you can apply wrist lock technique. All right, so it's hands, thumb, back of their hand, twist that one off, turn round, and I have here a reverse wrist lock.
Yes!
That is really the only one I know for rear. There is probably maybe another couple of variations, but really in that position, you know, you're bringing your hands up, you grab one of theirs with because if they're grabbing your wrist, your hands are free, so you're able to twist that off. Right, the next kind of set of self-defense involves rear choke, okay, rear bear hugs, front bear hugs and the such. And for all those techniques, well, most of those techniques, you need to take them down and do some throws. So that's another video. So that's the basic self-defense. I'm going to do a wrist lock video. I have already done wrist lock videos, but they're really old, so I like to keep updating them. So this is my up-to-date self-defense one, and I do also have another one somewhere on the channel, plus all the other videos about striking and techniques and kicks and all that kind of stuff. So, hope you enjoyed it. Watch it again, learn all those techniques, have fun with it, you know, keep fit, do a warm up and a cool down before you do any type of martial arts to make sure there's no injuries, and just have fun and stay safe.
And also click on our faces to subscribe.
See you later.
Bye!